Hi guys, welcome to Challenge the Road. I thought I'd put this video together this evening for you because I'm excited about this. I want to put the Vantage and the 997 together and just go out, drive them, give some feedback. This is a CSR 997. This is the CTR Vantage. I've just had all the new paint work done on this car. So yeah, probably shouldn't really take it out, but I will. Interesting, last night went out to my football team for a nice drive up there, probably got banned on the way, and on the way back I thought, right, I'm going to do this video. And I was so excited this morning. Supposed to be just at home with the family, but I was so excited. I got up, I'm still in the same clothes I was in yesterday actually, and yeah, just rushed down here and thought, right, let's do some videos on these two cars. So I think this is looking fantastic, this is looking fantastic, but which one would I have driving them both back to back? And that's what I was trying to think on, which one would I have, because it's quite difficult. And value for money, I'm not sure you can beat this. For cars and coffees events, classic events, how can you beat these? And I looked up prices as well. They were like 25k. Is there a bird in here? What the god damn? It keeps happening. Yeah, 25,997. And then these Astons have dropped down a little bit, not too much, but an S, probably around 40 to 50, a little bit more for something like this, midnight blue. I mean, I've spent a fortune on this car, but it was a development car, and now I can produce Astons at very good value if I wanted to. Just getting time, I have a lot to do. Actually, no, I don't. I just keep buying cars and then not knowing where they are. But Astons, this has got carbon fibre bonnet from a race car. Looks really cool. It had the big spoiler, but I took that off, and I just think this is the Vantage S, but I changed it and put the colour back to the original midnight blue. Originally these are black on there, and then the grille is a V12 grille, which I think this is looking amazing. I don't know how the footage, I'm going to do some footage on the road today. I've got someone coming down to give me a hand. I put a thing out on Instagram, said anyone around, come and give me a hand, because yeah, it's difficult on your own trying to put it all together. 997, a couple of updates for you. There's a new CarPlay, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. For these, I'll do some pictures on that. That's come out. I'm going to be installing that hopefully in the next week. Make a big difference to this car. And new seats. So the seats, I'm going to go for a Recaro CS in here. They're the original seats. I think it's going to be a game changer on this 997 because we have the pole positions in the Vantage, and they're so much better. Right, that's enough chatting because I just want to drive and get out of here and get on the road. That's the Aston out. It is cold today, 2 degrees. Look at the sound, listen to the sound. Oh, I bloody love this car. I know JM wanted to buy it, and I said no way. Ooh, got Yokohamas on, need to warm those up. It does look so good now. I know I've parked it in the worst position, but when we get out we get some shots of this, and I'm loving this wing now. I'm glad I painted it. It's really good on there. The difference is as well is that the handling's so much better with the wing. Doesn't take off now at 180, which is great. Look at that. Right, let's get the Porsche out. You probably think, Richard, how do you get these cars out and not hit any? Well, time to time I do, and I have had some accidents this week, but that's why I get on very well with Matt at Unique Vehicle Repairs, because obviously things sometimes happen on cars, and yeah, Matt comes and fixes them, which is great. Porsche's out, warm up. Probably thinking I've turned the wheels to make a nice photo, but no, it's just because the handbrake doesn't work on the Aston at the moment. So it was rolling towards the gate, got it in time. That bonnet looks open as well, which it is. Check that. Oh, this is going to be difficult because The Aston looks like a bit of a brute, and the Porsche just looks so nice, doesn't it? It's such a nice shape. I'm feeling this could be the best 911 shape. I think it's perfect size. I've got 991 lights on there. Both got forged rims. That'll be interesting actually, the feedback. Michelin's, one's on Yokohama's. I just got a feeling this 997 is going to be a real sweet spot in the future, and I could just keep upgrading it. And as you know, in the past when I used to have Peugeot 106 GTIs, Subarus, I used to love tuning them, and I can do whatever I want with this car. I really like that. She needs a badge on the back, doesn't it? It had an orange CSR, but just listen to this. Look. Aston's got something about it. Both got sports exhausts. This has got a Quicksilver. I'm not sure what exhaust is on this one. I was just thinking that as I said it. But I'll check on the spec. I'll put up the spec and then you know. Change the lights. Really nice at night actually. Look really cool. It does look a little bit maybe too modern on the car, but I think because there's no badge. It needs a badge. And I did do this bit on here. Aston lights. This happens on all of them. There is a kit now apparently you can use to get this condensation out. I need to do that. I'll tell you what's absolutely freezing. I'm going to have to lock up and go and drive these right now. So I think we're starting the 997. Both cars are warmed up. Half a tank of fuel exactly virtually in both, which is a miracle. And what I think is, let's do a little story. So obviously yesterday I said I wanted to come out, I wanted to drive these cars, and then last night didn't really sleep because I wanted to get it done, and then there was like some snow, and in England it's so cold. I'm so cold. Look how white I am. Look at my hands. It's freezing in England. So when I got up this morning I was so excited. Oh, I'm in the same clothes I was, as I said earlier, and I thought, right, I'm coming down here. And when I got in these cars, it's really interesting because the world's moving to electric. And these cars feel like they mean something to me. And I'll give you a description. When I was younger, my dad used to have dogs, and we used to have an Alsatian called Rex when I was a little boy, really young. And this dog used to protect me. When I come home from school, we'd always be happy. Then we had Labradors. Then we had Border Collies. My dad would always get a Border Collie from Wales. You have to get a Border Collie from Wales, boy. You've got to get one from Wales. So we'd go down to Wales, pick up a Border Collie, come back. The Labrador was called Bess. Lovely dog. Just the best dog. I was with that dog like all the time. On my bike, riding round. The dog was with me. And this is what this car feels like. Both of them. I come down and I feel like they're wagging their tail. They're going, Richard, take me out for a drive. Come on, take me out for a drive. But how am I feeling that emotion? Because really it's just metal, but it's not, is it? And this is the connection that we have with these type of cars, 997, Aston Vantage. You're never going to get this again from an electric car. Unless something unbelievable happens, I can't see that. So first impressions with the 997, it feels really nice on the road, as in the size of everything. It just feels really nice. The ride is good. This is on a KW. It feels maybe, I don't know, soft and bumpy, which might sound a bit weird, but it feels a little bit wallowy and then sometimes a little bit stiff. So I think it needs more work. This wasn't the suspension I chose. KW is a very good manufacturer for Porsche suspensions, but also this is the worst road in the world at the moment. This is where I drove the GT4 RS and thought I was just going to throw the car in the hedge because they were going to resurface this road. And what they've been doing lately, which has been really good, they take all the top off and then leave the road. The one in Crowborough, they must have left it for a year. You go down there, you might as well just go down there in a tank. Back to 997. Really like this car, and it's going to be very interesting going straight back in the Vantage. Now, gearbox, the gear lever feels in a lovely position. I think with the 991 it's slightly higher, but I actually quite like this. The gear change feels really good. Well, we'll just go through the gears up here. and we're going to be on some nicer roads in a minute, but it just boom, just mechanical, easy, and I think that's the word with this car. It's just easy. The performance and everything is accessible. Right, we'll get on some better roads, because this is the bit where I said they've taken the top off and it's just a nightmare. Now we're on a road that has actual tarmac, which is great. So second gear sounds really nice. That's literally, it's quite short geared. I'm going to compare that with the Vantage, but that was about 59 in second. I don't know if I went all the way because I'm trying to concentrate on driving, but the one thing I do like, it's got a key, and I turned it and it didn't go dong dong and ding and dong, and I've had no dings or dongs, probably get one now, on the drive. 20 minutes warming up the car, I just drove, had no hassle. What is going on with this modern world? I mean, yesterday's drive was just awful. I put on Google Maps, I had every speed thing on, things going, a motorway 70 mile an hour, no it's not anymore, it's 60, 50, 40, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, you get the idea, it's not very good. Listen to that noise through there, it's lovely. This is quite bumpy here, but we come on the A21. So the ride's firm. I expect the Vantage is going to be better. This isn't as firm as, say, GT4 RS. It's not as firm as GT3 RS. It's quite compliant. It's just I've softened it off for road use, so you can feel it's a little bit wallowy. Let's just go up here. We go to 70 mile an hour, and we just road noise. It's definitely more than the Vantage. Let's go up here. It's just lovely to drive. Lovely to drive. Nice little section of road coming up. So let's go up there. Let's listen to the indicators. What a lovely sound. The old days. I'll go to 6th. 68 mile an hour. 2,500 RPM. Very happy. Oh, and the sun's coming out. That's going to be good for the photos. So we've got a nice little section up here of sort of quite tight bends. We see how it handles, how the car feels. Let's go down a few gears. Gearbox is lovely, brakes are good. These are the big brakes. Obviously it's not a normal car, it's quite high spec. And it feels very, very nice. Transition is nice. Oh, what a lovely car. And I'm doing 40 miles an hour. Indicate here, see if there's any stolen Land Rovers under the bridge, which is where all the things started for me. No stolen Land Rovers, that's good. Through the bridge. Ooh, nice sound, sports exhaust was nice sound. Here we got some really tight bends. Can accelerate onto the A21. I'm round here, keep an eye on the Trafico. Big old Range Rover. Alright. This is such a good car. And I'm going to do more to this car. I spoke about putting Apple CarPlay in. What else am I doing? My brain's going a bit frazzled. CS seats in the car, but I'm going to get them in this blue, so it means it's going to take more time, but that's the thing, isn't it? I just love this car, and it's going to be really interesting against the Aston, because the Aston's just different, but this for value I think is pretty amazing for a 911. So I was looking at them this morning from 25,000. This has had a lot of modifications, I know that, so it's slightly different, but you know, it's still a Carrera S. It's a nice platform. I know they had some problems with the engines and different bits, but yeah, it's really cool. And then I was having a think, and I was thinking, well, if I had say £30,000 now, and you said to someone, right, do you want an electric car, new electric car for £30,000 or a 997? I think if you bought the 997, you will lose hardly anything, but you're going to have costs to run the car, and I have had a few bits go wrong, and that has cost quite a bit to get done. But that electric car is going to be virtually worthless, and you're going to have a 911. And actually the miles per gallon on this I think is quite good. I need to check it, but I think it was like 32. Obviously when I drive it, I do drive it because I really like the car. I like the 997. But just coming down here, it's got a light and flywheel, which you heard there. And I feel like every bend, you just take it slightly differently, and there's so much room because the car's so much smaller. I like the white dials. Steering wheel's quite big. I don't know if you'll see on the camera, but when I drive, my hand just is hitting my leg there. I don't know if the seats are help with that, or maybe I could have a smaller steering wheel, maybe something from a GT3 RS 997 maybe, or even a 991. Oh, it's a super cool thing, this. And it feels cool. And if you stop, people talk to you and go, oh, I like that. I love the duck. Everyone loves the ducktail, the carbon ducktail people love. I'm looking forward to seeing the footage. Well, you'll see it, but I'm looking forward to seeing the footage of it on the road with the Aston at the same time, and just hearing it and seeing it. And we've got the sun as well. I'm not going to be depressed anymore. I've been depressed the whole winter. And my wife said today, she said it's 0 degrees out there. Great, but we're getting on with stuff. I don't care what the weather is, we're doing stuff. And then next week she said it's going to be like 14 degrees or something. 14 degrees, right, second gear, here we go. Listen to this. I won't say anything. That little boom noise. Hello, nice to see you. And that's why these cars, I feel like a pet. Like I've got a cat at home, I've got 2 cats at home, but one of them is just, whenever I'm home working, she's always causing trouble and just like wants to muck around all the time. And this is what these feel like. Not in a bad way. I'm not breaking any speed limits. Not stupid. I'm not going to drive like a lunatic. I'm just driving nicely. And because it's short geared, you're never really going over the limit. But you've got to have some fun in your life. Say, I don't want to be. Tell the truth, I don't want to be here if there's no fun anywhere. Hello. Exactly 60 mile an hour. So it's lovely geared. Lovely geared. Going to go onto the worst road in the world. I'll tell you, come with me. This is how bad it is. I think this is being redone soon, or hopefully. Yeah, so you hear the drone in the car. Right, okay. I think that's enough on 997, because you can comment. You can put any comments you want about things on the car. Yeah, this is just really nice. It's a really nice place to be. When the seats are done, Apple CarPlay, you can play Coldplay, and oh god. Now actually, on the way home last night, it was a long drive back, and I thought I'm going to play some old songs to my daughter, and I played Belinda Carlisle, Heaven is a Place on Earth, and she was like, it's a good song. I'm thinking, yeah, you know what, it is a good song. The only problem is it made me drive quicker, because I put a limiter on the thing at 75 and it's going dong, and she's going, why are you going quicker now? I said, well, because the music is making me, it's getting me excited. I'm like, come on. So yeah, Belinda Carlisle, anyone remember that? I tell you what, it's a really good album, and I'm so pleased, because just Apple Music, just, hey Siri, play Belinda Carlisle, boom, on. I thought, this is great. Now over to the Aston, let's see how good that will be. Yeah, it's going to be quite a tricky decision on what's best, actually. Right, let's do this. Beep. More modern car. So you've got to think this come out, don't like gear, there you go, in 2005, this model, but this is a 2016 car, because the Vantage had such a long run. I'm going to go straight out, exactly the same as we did with 997, so it's all fair. Okay, feel much lower down in this car. Oh, wheel spinning everywhere. I'm in sport, because sport, when you reverse these, if you don't have it in sport, you stall. Feels much meatier is the first thing. The steering much more serious, much more, feels heavy a little bit compared to that Porsche. Like the seats, these are pole position seats, the best of the best. It's what this car deserves. I think this is about my 12th Aston Martin Vantage, so I like to think I've got a bit of experience in them. So this is now the worst road in the world, so the camera will be bumping everywhere. Probably have to put some B-roll in. I was thinking about this car and what it means to me. When they first come out, I bought one, I paid over list. It was £1,000 over list, probably the most expensive car I've ever bought back 2005. I think it was 88,000, and they kept going down in value, but I just wanted one. I wanted the look of it. I remember people just going, wow, wow. The problem was it wasn't as good as my E46 M3, 22Bs, all the cars I'd had. It was a 4.3 V8, this is a 4.7 S. So they moved the engine size up, a bit more horsepower. But if you remember, the E46 M3 was, I think, 100 horsepower per litre back then. It's a very, very good car. So just going along, gearbox feels really good. We did change all the oils and that in this though to make it super smooth. Changed the gear lever as well. I really don't like the gear lever on Vantage, and anyone who says that the original one's nice is crazy. It's from a Volvo and it's not very nice. This is a Porsche gear lever. Have got some in aluminium and stainless steel. So ride-wise, it's a better damper on here. This is an Intrax adaptive damper, and it feels firmer, but it's compliant. And this is like the worst road you can take it on. The worst road. Feels very, very good. Very good. The CTR program, as we call it, I think I've done 2 or 3 now. I've still got the V12 in there. I'd like to just build bespoke cars. I've got the formula. I know how to make these good. There's lots of tuners out there, probably do it better than me. But if you watch JM's video, he wanted to buy this car. He rang me, he said, Richard, I want to buy the car, I don't want to sell it. I said, I've spent all this time making it, I really like this car, I don't want to sell it. And he's like, well, if you do, give me first refusal. Now, if you watch a lot of JM's videos, you know that, you know, I just give him the car, I don't tell him anything about the car, I just say, you go drive it and tell me what you think. Right, this bit of road is awful. I'm gonna catch up with you in a second. Hip hip, hooray, we're off the worst road in the world. Thank goodness. Right, got a little bit of space here. Trouble getting into first. Right, come on. So first gear. Gearbox not as good as the Porsche. Yeah, okay. Where are we going with electric cars then? So basically I get electric car and never smile again. I just go, oh, that was good. This has just got personality. It's like a bulldog. British bulldog. Yeah, British bulldog. So you find it's nice on the... Actually change the pedals on these to make heel and toe easier. It feels even easier than the Porsche. Does it feel special? Absolutely. You didn't even ask me that, did you? But yeah, it does. It absolutely feels special. I'm asking my own questions. It feels really special, and I know people are looking at this car. The rear spoiler, some reason everyone looks at it more. I know that's controversial. Everyone's going, oh, I don't like the spoiler on your car, oh, you ruined this, don't last the Martin anymore. Yeah, these are coming from bloody BMW owners who've got the same spoiler on the back because it was a BMW spoiler. Well done. Have a look at M2s and stuff. So I love the spoiler. I think it makes it, and also when we go up here, obviously we're on camera and I just drive at road speeds, it sits the car right down, and everyone who's driven it notices the same. The original cars with no spoiler, there's hardly any downforce. It's rubbish. It feels like a blancmange at the back, and no one's saying anything different about that because I've done so many miles in these cars. I mean, I had 4 of them at one stage. I had every type. It's because I like buying cars and I like testing cars. Cool. Sounds like a bloody NASCAR. Right, that's 70 mile an hour into 5th. So the exhaust is louder because it's a sports exhaust, so I'm noticing that. Let's have a look at road noise. It's not too bad. I think the exhaust may be a little bit loud, but this is a weekend car. It's a weekend. It's Sunday. Who cares? I want noise. Let's just go a bit slower, and then we put up. I want that noise in my life now. Oh yeah. Right, we turn off exactly the same roads as 997. We turn off down here. Feels a good car. I'm trying to remember what the suspension's on, because I had it on soft on the front, and we've done all our testing now. I think I've just stiffened it up a little bit, but it feels, this is the tight bit we spoke about. A lot more playful than the Porsche. Serious, Richard. Serious black. Come down here. Look at that crackle on the overrun. Through here, no Range Rovers under here. Bridge. Oof, that's the difference. Listen to that. Richard, you're 50. You need to start acting. Actually, my wife did say to me, when are you going to stop acting like a child? Never. Oh, it's so good, the sound. And the nice thing is, as I was saying, when you go on the motorway, you can just sort of have it lower. I'd like a switchable exhaust. I have found someone who's doing switchable exhaust. I'd like it like dead quiet, almost like electric in the villages, and then when you go out, listen to this rev. Oh, a lot higher in second gear than the Porsche. That was 7,070 exactly. This is a 70, by the way. I'm just going to keep it in second. I don't even care. Listen. Second. Oh, life's about having fun. And I was thinking about this actually. We've got some groups at work, and people kept going, Richard, how do you do so well when you keep mucking around all the time? And I said, I don't know. I just want to have fun. It's fun. And I was thinking about our group. So we have a CRM system, and it has a messaging platform. And with my PAs and different people in the business, what do you think the name of the group is? So this is a text message group, like a WhatsApp group, more secure, just for us. It's called Fun 24/7. That's the name of the group. Because we've got to have fun. Because normally, it's not fun running a business and doing stuff. I normally get calls like, Richard, the Newt survey, they've done something wrong, they need to do it again. I'm like, what? Again? Tell them Nigel, I've bought him another bedroom, set it all up in the pond, he's as happy as anything. He's got another girlfriend coming round, never been so happy. And then we just all have a laugh and it's all funny. And then everyone's on side, and then your business grows because everyone's happier. It doesn't have to be so serious. It's not to say we're not serious, sometimes we have to be. But they know when to be serious and when to not. And I think if you're not having fun, you're really missing out on a lot, and you're not going to go forward. You need to have that. Fun's the most important thing, having a laugh. I know you can't say anything anymore in this country, but because otherwise everyone thinks it's, well, not everyone actually, that's not true, but you just can't say anything that's fun. But we do, and that's it. And they know I can have a laugh. They can take the mick out of me. I mean, I've done company meals, they bought me wigs. What's that? Fine, it's fun, I wear it, it's not a problem. I'm not going to go home and start crying. God, babies, you've got to have some fun. And growing up and doing stuff, you're going to have that. I was bullied at school, went to another school, learnt from it. That's what you do. Life is about learning. You can't just be all cotton wool. I'm not sure there's a better sound than that. Porsche though, Lamborghini. Oh, that's a great sound. It's a great sound. Sun's out. I feel happy. We haven't had any sun in England for ages. No sun. Come on, baby. Warm up my hands. Freezing. It's country. It's too cold. I know I'm going to have to make a decision on these cars, aren't I? Let's go into this roundabout. So the steering, I feel like I need more lock. Porsche, smaller, lighter. Back end feels a bit fruity on this. Porsche felt really planted. But I'm on Yokohama tyres. They're really for the summer. Now we're going to go on the worst road in the world. I always try and judge it on, do I want to go further? And and I really do in this car. You know what? I'm gonna go left up here, because this is where we're going to do some of the shots for the car. And actually, I've left Reese at the clubhouse. Oh, we have to wait. I'm going to go down here. Down the bumpiest road. So when it is a bit bumpy in the Aston, you just have to carry a bit more speed, and it just gets rid of the bumps even more. So we're not breaking the limit. This is 59. This is a 60. Actually, no, it's a 50. Shit, made a mistake. Anyway, down to 50. Right, up here, we're going to turn left, and we're going to go on some real sort of country sort of roads and just explore this car a little bit. Don't pull out, please. Thank you. I love all your comments on the speeding stuff, because it's interesting, isn't it? That, you know, you get a ticket for doing 22 in a 20, and yet they feel like you might not be as attentive as someone who maybe is doing 20 but is smoking, not alert. Like, I'm okay, yeah, like going down there, I'm very conscious of that car coming out early, because yeah, I love driving, I want to drive. And now we've got someone doing really slow in front of us, so that's going to ruin that. Right, over the bridge. Noise, power, concentration. Yeah, I think I'm going to be stuck behind this car now. But this is the thing at the moment, these sort of B roads as well, the amount of water and rubbish. It's like, I was thinking on the motorway yesterday, actually I'll tell you a story actually on that. I was going down the A21, and this is about speed limits just in general. It was so wet, it was unbelievable. And I know going through that dip, it floods. And I thought, I'm going to go 40. So it's a 70 mile an hour road, I'm doing 40. Because that's what I thought the speed should be for the conditions that they were at the time. Now, a car went past me, and literally he must be doing, I'd say he's doing 100 mile an hour. 100 mile an hour. And I thought, you're an idiot. You're going to crash. Go down, hits the water, spins round, goes off, boom, hits the barrier, boom, done. And I'm just like, why'd you do that? Why are you going 100 when it's absolutely pouring hard in a storm? Everything's about conditions. Everything's about drive into the conditions. It's not sometimes always about speed. People have just got this thing on speed all the time. It's not about speed. I could drive at 20. If I drive at 20 now, let's drive at 20, okay? And what I'm going to do is try and do the stereo. I don't even know how to go into it. How do I? I don't know how to use it. Go into here. I've already moved to the middle. So this is distracting me from doing it. Right, anyway, that. This is not distracting me. This is making me feel very happy. Beautiful, beautiful car. So I've finished, driven both cars. It's really difficult to pick a winner because they're quite different actually. The Aston is more heavier, feels more muscular, the sound is amazing, whereas the Porsche feels lighter, easier to drive, much easier to drive actually. Has cup holders as well, which Aston doesn't, which was difficult when we stopped at the Costa. I think the Aston looks more expensive, but I like the look of the Porsche, and this is becoming again how difficult this is. This is a tuned 997 and this is a tuned Aston, so it's very tricky. I don't think there's a winner. If it was me, I'd have either and be really happy. Well, I have got both of them, so, and they're still here, so that means I must really like them. I'd probably go for smaller rims on the Aston and put an 18 just to get a bit more compliance. I love these forged wheels on the 997. Yeah, it's just difficult. Are they good value? Absolutely. Should you buy one? Yes, but you need some money behind you to fix them. I'd probably say you want a couple of thousand a year really, just on maintaining these cars. But then I don't think you're going to lose a lot of money on them. So you can enjoy your dream car, not lose huge amounts of money, enjoy it, and if you're going to earn money, you might as well spend it on stuff you enjoy, which I do, because I love cars. So I hope you enjoy these videos, and we've got more coming soon, and I'll see you again soon.